Activate.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Down on Personally One here, and back again with some new faces to the channel with another episode of Group Talk. So, going around our little triangle here, got our new face to the channel.
Zag of the Vanguard people. Check my channel out.
There'll be a link wherever he's pointing. There. But yeah, definitely check him out. Definitely one of the best players in our area. He's about to go to nationals with his team. Congrats, of course.
USA! USA!
I'm John. I post on his Zag's channel.
There's lots of people to the Vanguard people.
There is. But yeah, we got some avatars for you guys. So this time around, I wanted to put Doreen as my avatar this time around because I'm excited for the new Dark Irregular support about to come out.
Coiling Duckbill, because if you don't know what that card does, then you don't know how to play Great Nature. Because he makes it broke. You don't have to play draws because just so much advantage.
And this guy here,
Margle. It's the best card.
Why?
I ran Alfred Beats, and I didn't have the last critical trigger that I needed to run 12 crits, so I ran Margle. And every game I played, damage check, first turn, Margle. Oh, draw trigger.
every single
Margle.
time.
Every single time. And it was like, always get defensive Margles. And then I took it out to run the 12 crit. Never won a game. Put Margle back in, started winning again.
Margle's that terror.
Margle, it's my avatar.
And of course, as you see laid out, I've been collecting on a collecting spree. I got my 32 Astrias because she's the best starter in Vanguard. I don't care. But yeah, it's amazing. Extra conquer. But yeah, I just like her. But I'm collecting her. But yeah, we're gathered here today because now to this date, we just recently got set 9, which I think is probably one of the most anticipated sets of the year. Just because we finally got our last bit of Crossrides, so you're not gonna
get a Crossride, and
you get a Crossride. Everyone gets a Crossride.
Sebs. Great.
Shout out to We're Like in 36. We love you. But yeah, with set 9, it's definitely going to change up the tournament scene in terms of some different competitive decks and such, and definitely a lot of clans, a lot of people playing certain clans have been definitely looking forward to a lot of these cards.
Yeah,
it's a lot of yummy cards I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I don't know, Zach. What are you looking forward to with set 9?
3 cards. First is the not Crossride, Polaris. He just adds a different dimension to Great Nature. I mean, you can't use the ducks anymore, so I'll be sad, but...
I mean, you can't use your avatar.
Yeah, I can't use it. I have to get a new avatar.
But you love standing.
Yeah,
you're torn.
I'm conflicted.
He's conflicted, though.
I just have to use... I have to try Polaris. I'll probably hate him, but I'm going to try him.
And then he's going to go back to the duck.
He's going to actually play
Good
nature.
Duck.
He's actually going to play duck.
Because duck's too good. Duck's too good. So, second, Glory Maelstrom, just because...
Hence the Astrios.
Yeah, you can't guard with grade 1s or higher.
It's a silent Tom.
But better.
Better.
I mean, nothing's better than Silent Tom. Let's be serious.
He's the best card in the game. Screw you guys.
Almost. And then last is Luminal Dragon, even though he's...
I mean, it's for the it gives something to Nova players, because I know a lot of Nova players that are very dedicated to Nova. Shout out to you guys, because I know who you are.
Because everyone's a secret Nova fan. I don't care who you are, you secretly got certified somewhere.
Except me. Well, I actually...
You have a certified somewhere, don't you?
They're in my bag.
But yeah, those are the 3 cards I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, for me, let's see. Well, we got the Glory Maelstrom. Me and Zach here. We actually been, comparing your decks and sharing some texts and stuff about some builds. So we got some similar builds working, but we've been doing a lot of playtesting, so I'm definitely going to have a deck profile ready for you guys. But something I'm really excited about. And let me think. Oh, yes. Murakumo, which used to be a really, really bad clan. They're set 5.
They're still pretty bad.
They're still not bad, but they have a 1-card perfect guard.
Shouldn't give me 2 to pass, John.
Hey!
This card is that fire. Like, people think that, the blood is crazy. Play this against the blood.
This card is busted.
2 to break to my whole front row with 1 card. Like, it's just really good. The artwork is amazing. It's 11K.
Your person's hitting for 23, alright, Persona Blast. Your 23's now 3,000. Have fun.
I no pass people and put them attacking for negative 3,000 with this card. But yeah, this card really helps. I'm really excited for this. You know, I'm gonna have a deck profile up for you guys soon. It's gonna be like my anti-meta Murakumos. I get more in details with that later, but today I finally got a playset of these. I'm very excited for this. So, and they actually got 7K boosters.
Yeah, they needed that.
Like no, I'm dead serious. The 7K booster is the best card for this
You
deck.
took out the crow though, so I mean, it's less staple, but.
Yeah, but you guys will see more in details. But definitely this deck has improved. I'm really excited with the Shiriki for that reason. And Set 9, there's really not that much for me because I don't really play Narukami anymore until Eradicators come out. Brokenness. That's pretty much it. I don't know. What about you, John?
For me, well, Shireki was one of the ones I was looking at because it's just let me add free 60,000 shield to my deck. So.
Busted, man. Trust me, we've been testing this deck.
I'm really excited about Cookie because it makes Solus really good. It makes it pretty
It
good.
does have pretty good dimension, because, I mean, I didn't even realize right away that Cookie was also it's just like Garmor for OTT.
Kind of.
So, I mean, with AK booster, you get 23.
Yeah.
And what's nice is like, kind of taken from Japanese meta, you play Cream. So it's like kind of what Truth Watcher did in the deck, the Soul Blast, but Cream Soul Blast, and allows you to hit for big numbers too.
The problem with the original Solus was you had to run Sakuya, which
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Now we don't have a dead Lulu.
But when you played Sakuya, you pick everything up.
Means Mega Colony's coming back.
But with Cookie, it gives you an extra. It gives you the draw. It gives you that extra draw, which you wouldn't have gotten if you were playing.
Well, it's more of a break-even play unless you're running for the first time, because that's a part of a mechanic. But it's more break-even, but it can help fix hands and eat through your deck more. And it is a power breaker, so it helps get more power combined with Cream. So I'm gonna be testing around with that. I mean, I know I've been saying so much, to a lot of guys commenting on my deck profiles that I really don't like it in Solus, but I'm gonna at least try it. So I don't seem like a hypocrite. But
The other one is Vermilion the Blood. Let's do what Crossrides do. Make the card better.
Narakamis are out for blood.
Let's make Vermilion, who was very good, but didn't put enough pressure, and just make it better and put ridiculous pressure in it.
Give pressure.
I honestly, like, when I saw that card on paper and I was like, oh, this card's not even that great, but then once you actually see it and really think about what it does for the clan, it's pretty good.
That one crit does a lot.
I'm just glad it costs 3 counterblast.
Yeah. Until, like, they self-damage and then they double heal.
Yeah.
They heal and then you recover and then Garuda hits. Oh, it's ridiculous. But, like, I think, like, with the blood, it really gives what Narukami was missing, which was a consistent grade 3 lineup. Because there's so many times I go to locals where I see so many frowns on Narukami players' faces when they don't... Oh, no Vermilion, I lose.
No Vermilion, 10k Vanguard.
And plus the thing with Vermilion, the way you deal with Vermilion was you get him to limit break. You get him to limit break and you just take the hit. But with the blood, it's like, I can't take this hit.
Yep.
I'm 3 damage, we're not really safe. So it's like, you're still getting the Thunderbolt skill, but then now you have to deal with the crit.
Extra crit.
Yeah, and you're just going to teach people how to guard differently.
Yeah, I mean, ultimate breaks in general, it's definitely going to change the game in terms of late game. It's just really important to effectively calculate your decision making, and it's going to punish players who don't do that. So
it's going to teach you how to guard properly, and you're going to have to plan out your gameplay and play around cards.
Yeah,
a lot of people, it's just been play cards and swing.
Yeah, because there's really nothing like overwhelmingly crazy to be careful. Because like before with limit break, all you do is like, okay, you're at 4, okay, you have this limit break, but I have this. I mean, whatever, and then that's it. But it's easy going. But now there's more to play around.
Well, people are gonna have to start learning that with like ultimate break, or whatever. But playing with this guy right here, one of the best Mike Brothers players, is a nightmare to play against because I have to play around his Dully Emperor. It's just, I don't want to give him 4 damage. I don't want to give him 4 damage. I'm eventually going to have to give him 4 damage.
Yeah, there's going to be some decks like that. Like against Aquaforce, it's a lot to play around, but it's definitely going to be more widespread in terms of just decision making will be key, especially late game. Talking about some more ultimate breaks, Platina Ezold. I personally think that is the best card. That is the best card.
It's so easy to use.
It's so free.
I want to play 4 draw triggers. 20k attacker draw triggers.
Like, how does it feel to get rushed by triggers and you have to throw down 10 to 15 on like a draw trigger column? But John, since you're actually one of the dedicated Go Paladin players in our group, I know, like with Platinum Ezel, it does change up the deck to a more beatdown style deck rather than a utility deck. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Does that make the deck worse or better?
No, it just caters to your playstyle. I think it makes it better because it makes making columns easier. Like when I played Ezel Garmor,
there's lots of toolbox into, which is nice.
What I wanted to do was basically get Ezel in the middle and have Garmors on the side being boosted by puppies to hit 21. That was the entire point of my deck. But with Ezel and the support they got with like Bagmatis and whatever, I can do that without needing to have a grade 3.
And you have a strong late game push, and you can still play Ezel.
Yeah, you can still play Ezel, which is still really good, like because he still gets +5 when he's played early, and that'll make columns by itself. So.
And it does give a solid 11k Vanguards to work with, whether to have as the 11k base or as attackers, which is something United Sanctuary just didn't have.
Yeah.
Gold Paladin in particular, with the exception of Spectral Duke Dragon, he doesn't really count because he's a right chain. Right chains don't count. But speaking of Spectral Duke Dragon, they actually got some support too. His name is Chrome Jailer.
I don't know if I call that Spectral Duke support though.
He looks like Spectral Duke Dragon.
He looks like
He was mistaken for a Spectral Duke Cross.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that one would have been busted.
I think like when it comes to Chrome Jailer, like on paper, I really thought that card was busted when I was reading it on paper. But then once I actually played with it a little bit online, and like I actually saw it in real life, and you know it just wasn't as good as I thought. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a $30 card, but it's like a $10 card.
Yeah, I mean,
He's busted in limited. He's busted in draft.
he's busted if he was 11k, but he's not. So we can forget about him.
Yeah, I mean the 10k body, you know, that 1,000 may not seem like a lot, but like when it comes to Crossride support, every Crossride is gonna have 12k attackers except Aquaforce, but they don't need that. But it's very easy to make 20. It's very easy to punish the 10k Vanguards, even against Aquaforce who can't make 20, but they could tap, they could poke with their basils. It's very easy to do, so they're gonna get greatly punished. And unless you're playing a deck like Solus, which they can keep up with hand advantage, and they have Silent Tom and 12 crits, which is just nuts to back it up. It's going to be really tough to really keep up. And Chrome Jailer, I think, is really good, but I think people are going to come to realize that Platinum is, I think, is going to be the stronger Gold Paladin this time around. So, yeah. Duke, sorry, but I think you're going to be out of the Gold Paladin scene for a little bit.
I don't know about Spectral Duke being completely.
No,
well, he works with Chrome Jailer.
It works with Chrome Jailer, but I'm going to try Spectral Duke anyways. The whole point of just attacking one more time is just really good.
They're going to have a tougher time, though, with Crossrides.
They've dealt with it before.
Yeah.
There'll be a way if there's a will.
Yeah, they're going to be, but I think like Platinum Ezel is going to be the more played Gold Paladin.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, but I meant like Chrome Jailer. Typically, Chrome Jailer is going to complement Spectral Duke, so I meant them as a whole. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be excited about. I mean, it seems like we're all Force players here.
Yeah, I just like attacking. I mean, I just have a default, my aggressive attack style when I play this card game, so it's like Aquaforce is just like, hey, you want to attack 5 times in one turn?
You got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a huge fan of decks that have some kind of pressure strategy. You know, I play the End, which pressures. I play Solus, which pressures with 12 crits and toms. I play MLB, which pressures with constant crits.
Two crits! Oh, damn, time!
Shout out to Sean, actually.
2 crits?
Crits.
Oh, time!
I could deal with the End, but those 2 crits? No, man. No. I can't deal with that. Yeah, but I'm a big fan of pressure decks, and Maelstrom, I can tell you, Maelstrom wins games. And of course, with Murakumo, like I said, this deck is that hotness.
Shirayuki is so ridiculous.
It's ridiculously good.
Alright, guys, just proxy a Shirayuki deck and play against, like,
or pick up Mandala Lord for like $1 and just play with them.
Just save the blood. You only play against the blood.
Just play against the blood.
That's it.
And you'll realize that the card is just so ridiculously broken.
Like it's just good.
It's obscene.
Like if Murakumo had some better utilities to hit better numbers, or had some like broken like a
12k attacker.
Yeah, no, just like a really crazy powerful offensive push strategy outside of Megetsu Storm. Like maybe their grade 2s can do something like 12k attackers, or like I don't know, when this hit I don't know, stand units, or like shadow clone something, get extra attacks. And if they had something else to complement Shirayuki,
if they can
do
it and it hits and they can clone themselves, like you shuffle one copy back in to bring in another copy instead. That
Or
would
if it-
be way too good.
Or if it hits and you have another copy of it, you can rest the other unit to retire a rear guard. That would be.
They're not going to.
I mean, I'm just thinking of ideas like that. I mean,
No, Nubatama, if they went through with what they were planning to do for that clan, I would probably not be playing Vanguard. Or be playing Nubatama all day.
I mean, this is gonna be a new Batama format. But yeah, ninjas. Yeah, Shiryuki. I mean, the deck is pretty cheap to make too. I mean, I'd say just wait. You know, for Shiryuki to go down. It's gonna go down in price, but it's something worth picking up. I mean, it's not gonna be a competitive deck. I don't put this as a competitive deck, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's a nice way to really annoy your opponents, and it can hold up to the meta. Not really stand up to it, but hold up to them. So it can do things.
Your blood is hitting my front row for 23. Well,
Dude,
he's hitting me for 3,000.
Do the break.
My entire front row.
If I no pass somebody, make it a negative 3,000 power Shiryuki. It's so good. But yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. But overall, in terms of like how it's gonna shape up our meta, like what do you guys think will probably make the strongest statement out of the new stuff? I mean, we already talked about. I mean, at the end, LV's always talked about. Spike Brothers always talked about. Like, how do you guys think the Blood, Platina, Glory? I think those are the big three out of the set. I mean, how do you guys think they're fair in competitive play?
I think people are gonna they're gonna play them and they're gonna see that they're really good cards and they're just gonna.
Overall, I think actually Gold Talons, players might say their effectiveness drop at first, mostly because the ultimate breaks are just so annoying to get off, and if you're sticking with Ezel before you get to the ultimate break, if you're at 4 damage, are you really not gonna let it break?
Yeah.
Because the thing is too, like when it comes to ultimate break, like I said, it's gonna make decision making key, not even just guarding, but just using your counterblast. Because I've been seeing some players who have these cards, and like I'm not trying to like say anything bad or anything, but I've seen them kind of misusing the decks or making misplays with it because that's something they're not affiliated with.
Yeah, like you did when you played Musketeers.
Musketeers. I don't even know that claim.
Oh, let me just counterblast everything.
I don't know.
Clay doesn't exist.
I don't know. But they don't even count. What if they had an ultimate break though? I don't know.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
I don't even know
what to do with it. It's not my cards.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely promote a little bit more skillful play at the end, and there's gonna be a little bit more stacking.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, I mean,
too.
the blood out of the 3 will probably make the biggest impact, just because
You think
2
so?
creates all the time.
Well, it's Narukami. Like I said, it's kind of how Nova Grapplers is, because like Narukami has their dedicated player base who play Vermilion. But like I said, now they have a solid grade 3 lineup.
11K all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And
I don't have to work.
Dungaree.
Yeah, I don't have to. Don't even talk about that. But anyways, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, so you probably say the blood. I mean, I think Aqua Force was already there. Like,
Yeah.
I think they should probably see more play. I know a lot of players, including myself, was waiting until Glory came out so I can just play it in tournaments because I just wanted Glory just to have it.
Just the look on their face when they can't guard.
I just want to drop that Glory. 26 in Maelstrom Limit Break. You use up your entire hand, and I drop Glory.
It's like
a boss.
It's like with Tom. Like, oh yeah, I can guard. I'm good.
Drop Tom. Oh no! It's so good.
Like, alright. He's attacking this guy. Alright. I got my perfect cards ready. I saved him for this moment. Save him. Glory. Oh, I can't use them anymore.
I really think
What do I do?
I really like Aqua Force just because it can definitely cause a huge swing in games if played right and if you can get their skills off, and it forces players to play around your deck. Any deck that forces your opponent to play around it outside of their basic, comfort zone of like every player has the basic comfort zone they're at in terms of just playing every game. But when you have to change that up to a deck, that's gonna make a statement. Spike Brothers was the first to do that.
Like going into a game, I'm like, alright, I can just attack, kill your guards or whatever. And then when I played Zach all the time and he played Spike Brothers, it was like, man,
You have to play around.
I don't want to give him 4 damage. I'm eventually gonna have to give him 4 damage.
Because this is
Crap.
Because this is like your comfort zone. Attack the Vanguard. Attack the Vanguard. Vanguard to Vanguard. Trigger Vanguard to Vanguard. Like that's really what you do. But now you have to go like, do I want to give him 4? How many cards do I have in hand? So it's like you have to just figure out how to keep yourself ahead, but then also at the same time you have to put them at limit break eventually, so you got to anticipate that. So it's going to be the same thing with ultimate break. So Spike Brothers was kind of like that springboard towards dealing with those ultimate breaks. Of course, Spike Brothers will have their break ride support, but that's gonna be another video. That's gonna be another video.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be happy
man.
days. Happy.
It's gonna be happy day for Spike Brother players. But yeah,
The power creep is
It's coming.
in set 10 is just ridiculous.
yeah. But as the title of the video suggests, we're right now going to be in the era of Crossrides, where going from set 9 to I guess the trial decks for break rides. I'm going to say from set 9 to set 10. There's going to be about a 4-month period where we it's going to be a cross-ride meta format.
What is the Bermuda thing?
Next month.
Next month?
Yeah.
That's a break ride, right?
They have a break ride, but it's not as strong as the other break
We'll get
rides.
used to it and you'll figure out how to beat it by then.
I mean, I've already been playing it with it, but I don't want to talk about break rides now. We're going to talk about it later, but we're in the era of cross-rides. That's kind of like our take with set 9, what we're excited about. As always, guys, feel free to leave a comment down below. Feel free to share with us, what decks you're planning to make, what you're excited for, what you hate, what you love, if you like Crossrides better than break rides, I don't know. But there's a lot to look forward to, a lot of excitement, a lot of things, and we're gonna have I'm gonna be pumping out a ton of matches for you guys soon. So I've been taking a little break from that, just waiting for this. So yeah, definitely look forward to that, guys. And as always, subscribe to this guy. Yeah, I think it's there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably not even gonna be there, depending if I feel like adding it there.
Here.
There.
I just wave my hand and it'll be there somewhere.
It'll be there, but yeah, but other than that, leave a comment down below, like I said. Don't forget to like this video, please, and subscribe to our channel. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.